Welcome back to Learn SKN, and today we're going to pick up right where we left off, looking at the January 2022 Principles of Business Paper 1. We left off at number 30, and so we're going to pick up from 31 and go all the way to 60. But before we do so, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when Learn SKN drops another video. And like I said in the previous video, there should be a link to the blank paper in the description. So if you're the one who wants to try and attempt the whole paper, you download the blank paper, you do it, and you come back after to see if what you did was correct. Alright, so let's just jump right into number 31. Here we go. So which of the following gives identity to a specific producer's goods? Which of the following gives identity to a specific producer's goods? And of course the answer here is the brand. The brand is a unique name in a unique image that gives an identity to producer's goods, right? You see, Apple is a brand, Samsung is a brand, Google is a brand, so Meta is a brand. So all those brands would give you an idea or identity of that particular product. So shoes, Nike, brand, so you identify one time, right? Now the label might contain your brand name, your trademark, your logo or whatever. But the overall thing is your brand. Your brand is what gives you an identity. Even as a person, you see all these social media people, I am my own brand, blah, 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 blah. They're talking about what helps them to be identified. 32. Price discrimination may best be defined as setting and so discriminating. So you're doing one thing to one that you wouldn't do to the other. So in this case, is setting different prices for the same product. That's price discrimination. Setting different prices for the same product. Example, you go to a barber shop, you're a child, your price would be different if you're an adult, right? You're gonna charge the child different to the adult. So you have price discrimination for children versus adult. You go to the movies, it's the same movie, everybody enjoying the Black Panther, Black Adam or whatever, and you pay one fee as the adult, the child pays a next fee for the ticket as a child, but yet it's the same movie. So that's price discrimination. Different prices for the same product. 33. Which of the following action is least likely to be described as a good public relations for a company? Remember, PR is making the company look good in the eyes of the public, right? So which is least likely to be described as good public relations for a company? So although D might seem, D is not too bad. That's why the question said least likely, right? That's not part of PR. That would be part of the marketing. Because pricing would be a part of marketing. So the best answer is D. Reduction in prices to retailers. Sponsorship of a steel band, that's PR. That's good PR. Offering a scholarship, that's good PR. Hosting of annual sport events, that's good PR, right? You see you right now the World Cup going on. You see all them sponsorship going on. You see High Sense for the TV. You see Budweiser for the beer. You see a whole lot of, sponsorship and, those kind of things. So D is the answer for 33. 34. The primary function of advertising is to C, communicate information. That's the only reason you advertise, to communicate information, right? You tell them the price, the product, where you're located, what you're about, that kind of stuff. So C, communicate the information, is the primary function of advertising. People need to know about your item, your good, your service. 35. Which of the following is not a part of the distribution chain? We have manufacturer, wholesaler, retailer. So the answer is, of course, C, contractor. That was an obvious answer. So maybe you got to go too much into that one. Right? 36. Keddy's car dealership wants to transport car parts from St. Lucia to Trinidad. Which of the following method is best suited for transporting the car parts? Of course, car parts tend to be heavy, and so air might be not so cost effective. C, naturally. Cannot be rail, cannot be road, because there is no railway or road between St. Lucia and Trinidad. Two islands, therefore you have to cross the sea. So the best answer is by boat, the C. 37. Which of the following documents issued by a carrier shows ownership of imported goods? Ownership of imported goods. So imported meaning coming by the ship, and so the best thing would be D, the bill of lading, right? The bill of lading. Number 38. Which of the following types of providers are FedEx and DHL? So we're looking at supply chain and logistics. And so the best answer here is B, third-party logistics, because it specifically said FedEx and DHL. Third-party logistics happens when a company outsources the logistics to a next company. So they outsource the transportation, the warehousing, all those things. So when you contract FedEx or DHL, they're going to take the things from you, put them in their warehouse, ship them, fly them, whatever, and get them to the other person. Second party would simply mean that, you put it on a boat, the boat carried to the pier, somebody's got to look to that after that, right? 39. A supply chain is best defined as, and so this one is one we have had some problems seeing the complete thought. So a supply chain is best defined as, and based on what I can make out, the best answer is D, system of organizations and resources involved in moving products from supplier to customer. That's the best one for the supply chain, right? So that's D. 40. The acronym GPS stands for Global Positioning System. GPS in your phone, Global Positioning System. You use satellites to triangulate your position so you know where you're at. A bunch of different satellites, so it's a whole system of satellites to show your position. 41. An instruction given to a commercial bank to make regular payments of a fixed amount to a named person is called a standing order, right? A standing order. A plan for systematic saving and spending is referred to as a budget. So you're planning how you're getting the money, how you're going to spend it. That's a budget right there. 43. Which of the following services are provided by commercial banks? So we're talking about like Republic Bank, Scotia Bank, those kind of banks. We have some options here. 1, controlling the supply of money. 2, offering loans to small businesses. 3, accepting deposits from customers. And so the best answer is, of course, 2 and 3, because the commercial bank doesn't control the supply of money. That's the job of the central bank. They carry out monetary policy. 44. Which of the following major functions of a central bank is to, of course, here we go, central bank, issue notes and coins. Central bank, they don't do any stocks or shares. They don't accept any deposit accounts. They don't offer any loans and advances. That's the commercial bank. One of their major functions is to issue notes and coins. 45. Which of the following is not a source of income for an individual who engage in personal budgeting? So, when you're making a budget, which one doesn't go under incoming or income? Answer, of course, is a loan repayment. That's money leaving. So that's B. All the rest, salary earned, money coming in. Interest from savings, money coming in. Dividends, that's money you get from investment. You buy stocks, you get money from that. So the best answer is B, loan repayment. 46. The central bank is owned and controlled by the A, government. It's more so for the Caribbean. In America, the Fed is controlled by not the government. But in the Caribbean, most of our banks are controlled by the government. ECCB, Jamaica Bank, Trinidad, etc. 47. Financial investments can be defined as the A, assets that generate income. So an investment is something you invest in now for later returns. So you're going to purchase it or whatever now for later returns. That's an investment. Something that you acquire now for later returns. So assets that generate income, so you acquire them for them to generate income for you later on. So that's why it's a financial investment. So if you invest in real estate, a rental property, it's going to generate income for you later. If you invest in dividends, they're going to generate income for you later, right? So assets that generate income, that's a financial investment. 48. Education contributes to economic growth by ensuring that workforce is highly efficient. Highly efficient, because you could be structured, you could be mobile, but not efficient. Remember, efficiency means that you are producing at a optimal level. So if you look at economic growth, there's an increase in overall output. So if you're more efficient, then you can increase the output overall because of efficiencies. Right? No wastage, get things done on time, productivity up, so more efficient. So that's C. 49. Which of the following forms of taxation can be classified as direct? And of course that means it's taken out from the source. And so the best answer is A, income tax. A lot of A's on this paper, boy. Income tax, taken directly from your income. 50. Which of the following is an economic aim of the government? And the answer is B, stabilize the national currency. Stabilize the national currency. That's economic because literacy is not economic. That's more social. Of course, the legal system, that's more social legal. So the main here, economic, is, of course, your currency. Stabilizing your currency, so that's B. 51. Subsidies refer to. What are subsidies? That's where the government helps to release the financial burden on certain persons, certain investors, certain producers, right? And the best answer here is tax withheld by the government. You know, sometimes you might want to invest in something, and the government says, okay, you don't have to pay any duty, you don't have to pay any income tax or anything, and that would bring down the overall cost of production for you, and that's a subsidy right there, bring down the cost of production. Then we have 52, which of the following measures could be used to protect the environment? And this is an old but goodie question. You have some options: recycling, deforestation, water conservation. A lot of persons think deforestation should be included, but no, that's when they're cutting down the trees. Reforestation is replanting of the trees. So the answer is recycling and water conservation, which is B, 1 and 3. B, 1 and 3. That's the answer for number 52. Number 53. Tax paid on goods entering a country is referred to as custom duty. So that's the tax that is paid at the port when you are importing things, your custom duty. Excise taxes are paid on things produced within the borders. Right? Corporate tax is taxes that the companies pay when they make the profit and stuff like that. Income tax is what the individuals pay when they get paid. 54. The success of a government's economic policies can be most effectively measured by. So how do you know if the policies the government put in place are effective? And the answer is B, an increase in the standard of living. 55. The increase in skills and abilities as a result of education and training is referred to as D, human resource development. So, as the human resource, human capital, when you go and enhance your skills, get more education, get more training, of course, that is you being developed. That's a development of that particular human resource. So that's D, human resource development. 56. Which of the following function is not applicable to management information systems? So you have catered to the information needs of all levels of management, check. Provides greater flexibility through an integrated database, check. Allows the flow of information between financial areas, check. Functional areas, sorry. So that's, production, operation, production, finance, all those different areas in the business. D, change the procedures used to carry out tasks. So the answer is D, because you don't use the MIS to change procedures. You use the MIS to inform you that maybe you need to change procedures because, based on what it says, because it's management information system. So it's all about management. Managing information. And so what you do with the information now is different to the actual system. So changing the procedures used to carry out tasks, that is informed by the MIS, but it is not done by the MIS. It's not a function of the MIS. Alright, so that's why you have the difference there. Number 57. Which of the following is a negative consequence of industrialization? So look through the list. Which one is negative? Increased unemployment in the manufacturing sector. That cannot be because it's industrialization, and so that would increase employment. Right? That would not happen under industrialization. If you're industrializing the country, that means you have more manufacturing, and so therefore increased unemployment in the manufacturing sector, that's not going to happen. Then you have decreased government revenue from taxes. Government revenue is not going to decrease from following industrialization. The answer is C, increased production of industrial waste. Right? Increased production of industrial waste. Now, 58. Which of the following methods can a government use to reduce unemployment? And of course, you have imposed employment levies on firms. So we're saying here that the government would incentivize firms to hire more people, because incentivize them in the sense that they will give them, certain stipends, some assistance, some monies for people that they hire. So that would incentivize them to hire more people because the government would give you a little something for that action. So impose employment levies on firms. I mean, it can't deflate the economy. increase income taxes, that would not help unemployment. That would actually increase unemployment, right? I mean, more people taking out, taking out money, your government taking out more money out of your salary. No, we don't want that. Increase in interest rates on borrowers. So the best answer is D, impose employment levies on firms. Remember, employment levies are basically assistance that the government give to businesses for them to hire more people. 59. The buying and selling of goods and services among countries is called, a very easy one, international trade. And to end it off, the introduction of technology in the production process may affect society by B, reducing jobs for unskilled workers. Remember, a lot of these unskilled workers might be replaced from robotics, automation, mechanization, those things. And so that's one of the drawback to going more technological. Those who don't have the skill to use that type of technology will be left behind. And so that's the end of the January 2022 paper 1 for principles of business. So you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when Learn SKN drops another video. Feel free to check out some of my other videos, POB past papers, economics past papers, lecture videos. Check out the channel and subscribe to the channel. Alright, so thanks for watching, thanks for listening.